Did you know that there are 4 types of procrastinators? Um, the first one is the performer, the self-deprecator, the overbooker, and the novelty seeker. Tonight we're gonna be looking at wasting time and how to get over procrastination and wasting time as we continue our series of moments in time. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I am Major Jonathan Kellman, the District Officer for the Salvation Army here in Belize. And we are in our daily program, 10 major minutes, as we seek to look for some positive vibes during these COVID times. We are in our series this week called Moments in Time. Welcome. I'll be very honest with you. When some people see the caption of this video and they see that it is me doing it, they're going to watch this thing to see how I will be talking about how to stop procrastination and wasting time. Because people that interact with me or have interacted with me over the years often say I do too many things, or sometimes I may seem lazy, or some people are overwork, or and I am not on time, not punctual, because I try to fit too many things into a limited time slot. If we were to do some kind of check, maybe online, if they had procrastination police, or the wanted, the most wanted list, the top 10 most wanted people for procrastination, I think I probably would be number 6 on that top 10 most wanted people to be arrested for committing the crime of procrastination. So how can I be talking to you about it? Look at the time that I actually posting this video when I was supposed to send it out an hour and a half ago. All right. So well, what I discovered is that all of us have a bit of procrastination in us, or bits and pieces of the 4 types of procrastinators or time wasters. We end up wasting time for different reasons. When you check it, when I was checking this article here from BusinessInsider.com, it says, and these performance coaches are sharing some information, and it said the first one is the performer who says, I work well under pressure. You know, when you hear people saying in the 11th hour, they're always working at the 11th hour. Some people say, yeah, you know, I need some tension, I need some stress, I perform well under this, but it's not something that is sustainable. They take the time, and then at the last minute they rush in to meet the deadline. I tell you, I have done that before, and man, the adrenaline is pumping. You just feel so crazy, man. You're breaking the laws, doing all kind of thing because you need to finish this. You need to finish this now because time is on the line. And not only time, maybe your job, maybe your life, maybe someone else's life or someone else's situation is depending on you now to do your part. Yeah, I have never nearly been in it, group work, but then you see group work for university students, and then you have that one person that taking a long time to submit. They have all kind of issues and they're taking a long time. and then it's time to submit, and you got to submit, and then the other team members getting frantic now because they can submit or put everything together unless they get the part from that other student, and the other student taking a long time, and then at the last minute one person they're trying to put everything together and trying to submit before they cut off. Oh, that is the performer. And the biggest challenge to a performer is just to get started with whatever the assignment is. And so the coaches at businessinsider.com recommend that person sit down and set a start date and not an end date, not when they hope to finish the project, but set a start date, because maybe that's most of the problem of the time for that performer procrastinator. Yeah, they can set the time to actually start to and take action. Second one is the self-deprecator. Who say, I'm so lazy right now. They blame everything. I'm so tired. I just feel lazy. I don't have any drive to do it. And the coaches said that this mainly happens. The majority of people in that group are men, and maybe they overwork, and then they say, I just can't do this because I don't have the energy. And they said the biggest challenge for a self-deprecator is to actually stop and take a break. They say when they encourage that person to take a break, the person say, well, I don't have time to take a break. Well, they encourage that person. If you are a self-deprecator, always going, you say, well, try taking a walk to give yourself some space. Stop, take a 15-minute walk, walk around. Detox yourself, distress yourself, and come back in and try to go again. So that is the performer. 2 is the self-deprecator. I see a bit of all of these in my own. I've been a self-deprecator. I've been a performer. The third one is the overbooker. Is the opposite of the self-deprecator, because the overbooker say, I'm so busy. The overbooker fill the day with so many things. I always ready now, making my to-do list and look at all the things I wish I can do. And then somewhere during the day, something happens, some unexpected person comes, and I have to start scratching up things on that list and say, this had to be for next week, this had to be for tomorrow, because I can possibly humanly do that today, because there will not be any time in it. So what they said that this person could really be sometimes filling up the calendar to avoid doing something that is much more important or crucial, but it may be something difficult, so they avoid doing it by getting busy doing other things. So they suggest that you stop and reflect and ask yourself, well, what is it that I am really avoiding doing that I get myself busy with so many other things? It's scary, right? But I actually fall into all 3 of these categories so far. Number 4, this is probably the reason. And for different reasons, at some point in time, I fell into one of these categories. And this is the reason why a lot of people who know me gonna be kind of understand, well, why is he talking? Giving advice on stop procrastination or wasting time, because man most time always running late, but not always. I think I getting better now. I think I improving. Give myself a pat on the back, one pat, right? I think I'm improving slowly. Then the last one is the novelty seeker who says, I just had the best idea. The novelty seeker is the one that just keep starting all new ideas all the time, but never taking the time to work on the old idea. You just get a dream with this person have great concepts and can't stop to see one concept to the end. So the biggest challenge for that person is to complete a project. The biggest challenge for the self-deprecator is to start one. The biggest problem for the novelty seeker is to end one. And so they literally have to sit down and work on each project and not start the next one until we go in. Well, what can we say then if we're talking about Christians now, but as general, it's important not to waste time or put things off. One of the things that we should not put off is a decision to become a Christian. Is because we do not know what is going to happen at any given day, at any given time. I was just watching a repeat of a video talking about this music artist in Belize that got killed, and he was with some other people just even the night before and had gone to see the family a few days or hours before that, and everybody just thought that life was going to be just regular. And we think about that. Life can be just regular and anything can happen just at that point. And so in Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 16, Paul says to the church in Ephesus, and he says to us, listen, you got to redeem the time because the days are evil. Basically, in contemporary English version is saying these are evil times. So make every minute count. And when I say make every minute count, you got to be making every minute count, doing something positive, and to help to do good for others, and to also make sure that that you make things right with God, your relationship, because at any moment we can die, whether it be homicide or whether it be natural causes. At any moment now we can go. Especially now we live in a pandemic, the COVID-19. We can contract that, and there's no cure, there's no vaccine. We can drop off the face of the earth at any time. Don't want to scare you, but it's the reality of life to say that really and truly, as Paul says, make the most of the time, and not only doing good around, but making sure that you have established a good relationship with God, receive forgiveness for your sins, and trying to live a life that is clean and thought and deed, but not just that, but living a life that is ready to go at any moment, right? And but while you're waiting to get to heaven, remember the words that come to us in Proverbs chapter 6, verse 6, and I'm going to be reading from contemporary English version. I like to read that. You lazy people can learn by watching an ant hill. Ants don't have leaders, but they store up food during harvest season. How long will you lie there doing nothing at all? When are you going to get up and stop sleeping? Sleep a little. Doze a little. Fold your hands and twiddle your thumbs, and suddenly everything is gone, as though it had been taken by an armed robber. That is a warning. Don't just sit there just like this self-deprecator. You can't start, I'm just so lazy, I don't have the energy, I can't do it right now. No, man, you got to take action. Get up and take some action, because it's crucial for you to action in every way, spiritually, physically, emotionally, everything. Don't just lay back. Don't just stand. There was a comedy on TV. It says, don't just stand there. Do something. Quickly. I'm trying to think now what I would say as my grateful moment for today, because we're talking about procrastination. So I have to think about that now. What would I say? Wasting time. I guess I would have to say that I am happy that God helps me to finish my stuff right on time, just in the nick of time, when I fall into the mode of the performer, the one that always rushing and finishing at the last minute. Yeah. I guess I should also give thanks to God for helping me to get up. When I finally get up and take action, even though the time may be running out, I finally get up and take action, even though I said, man, I'm so tired, I can't do anything. When I finally get up and finish a project, I was working on something, I feel so happy that I finished this thing. Because it's a sense of completion when you actually get up and do something after putting it off for so long. At some point in time, I guess I've been an overbooker, so I am thankful to God to give me the energy so that I can do tasks that I definitely have to do when I am so overbooked and taxed with different responsibilities. And the last one, because I tell you, I fall into each of these 4 categories in some way at some time. And so I want to thank God for people around me that help to finish the projects that I start that I can't finish. And I think one of the main person that helped me to get success is my wife. Always working behind the scenes, always checking on certain things. I guess we kind of do it for each other, because sometimes they come up with some projects and they sound crazy to me, and I don't really want to go with them, but I pitch in at some point in time, because she would come up with some good ideas, but to me, we think differently, so I don't really catch the vision of it. But then they actually work out, so I try to do my part to support at the end. And so she would do my things, less hype, more. I come up with ideas that more solid, more boring, and she would come to assist when I run rushing off, overbooking, doing overbooking. She'll stay at the back and try to do the groundwork, so that when I rush in, now as the performer, everything will work. Because by that time, I, like the self-deprecator, feeling so tired. So yeah, most people don't always see me there in the limelight, but mostly success is really due to my wife. She's the main person, and a few other people around will come to the rescue when I have, but she's the main one over all these years. So I am grateful to God for that, grateful to her. And bite-sized boost. Let me give you a bite-sized boost before I go. I didn't think I was gonna be this long tonight, but let me just give you something here. John F. Kennedy says, when written in Chinese, the word crisis is composed of 2 characters. One represents danger and the other represents opportunity. Albert Einstein says, in the middle of every difficulty lies opportunity. I want to give you 2 that deal with success. And Warren Buffett, we know who he is. He says the difference between successful people and very successful people is that very successful people say no to almost everything. You can cry, scream, and bang your head in frustration, but keep pushing forward. It's worth it. It's worth it. Opportunities don't happen. You create them, Chris Gosser said. And Maya Angelou, let me finish off with her. Maya Angelou says, Success is liking yourself, liking what you do, and liking how you do it. Tomorrow, we are going to be talking about time again, moments in time. And I want to invite you to look out for that video. And if you haven't subscribed before, subscribe to our channel so that you can receive notification of the videos when we post them here, especially on YouTube, and watch it live on Facebook. Blessings.